Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Klosky, and this is the 6th video in our pasta restaurant WordPress site development. In this video, we're going to develop the view menu page. So I clicked from the dashboard, the view menu edit with Elementor option, and it took me to this page where I am going to begin designing with a one column full width layout. You'll notice it right up here. We're going to make the content width full width, so it stretches from one side of the screen to the other. And my plan here is to add a graphic. So I'm going to go to my Elementor widgets. I'm going to pull in an image. Now I'm going to go choose this image, and we're going to have to upload it. And it's in our website files, and it is called Tomatoes Uncooked Pasta. It's the smaller one here if you happen to have two. I'm going to go ahead and click to open that. And I'm going to insert this media file, but before I do, I'm going to add our alternative text for search engine optimization, always including the name of the company, which is Pasta Restaurant, and then some description of this image. So this is the menu page header image. I'm going to select all and copy that. I'm going to paste that in here for the title, the caption, and the description. I'll go ahead and insert. All right, so I'm going to update the page and I'm going to preview it. And although I said that I wanted it full width, it's not stretching full width, and there's a little bit of a gap here. So I'm going to toggle back over to Elementor, and I'm going to play around with some of these settings. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is click the section heading up here on the section tab so that I'm editing the section. And although it's full width, I want to make sure there's no gap here. That looked like it took care of some of the gap. I'm going to make the height a minimum height, or maybe not. Oh yeah, I'm going to pull that minimum height to 0. Great. The column position I'm going to move to the middle. I'm going to switch over to advanced, and I'm going to add a motion effect to have this fade in when the page loads. All right, great. In addition, I'm going to actually click on the image now, and I'm going to check, let me make sure I've clicked on that image, and I'm going to check the image style, and I want the width to be full and the max width to be full. I'm going to update the page, and let's take a preview. As I scroll down, that is full width, which is just the way we want it. So I'll close the preview, and I'm ready to create the next section of this page. I'm going to have 3 different icons going across the top, and those icons we created and edited in Photoshop, one for entrees, one for appetizers, and one for desserts. So when I click on those icons, they're going to take me down to different menu sections of the page, which we will develop in a future video. But we're going to set up the icons here and connect them to their links later. So I'm going to add a new section. This is going to have 3 columns. We're going to be a little bit tricky on how we design this. We're going to keep this at a boxed width for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and get to my widgets And this time, instead of a regular image, I'm going to see what other images I have here. I'm going to look at an image box, so I can have some writing right underneath that image. I'm going to drag in just one of them. All right, and it has some text, has a description. I am going to first of all choose the image. We're going to start with an appetizer. I'm going to click Insert Media. All right, and title and description. I'm going to go ahead and say that this title is appetizer. I do not want a description, so I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to leave the link blank for now, and we'll come back and get that in a little bit. And I'm going to leave this title tag at an H3, although if you wanted it a little bit larger, you could change it to H1 or H2. I think H3 is just fine for now. I'm going to update that, but I'm going to continue designing. All right, so clicking on this image box, going up. I'm going to keep this at full height right now, and it seems to look pretty good. So I'm going to go to Style and hover animation. I'm going to keep it at none, but when I hover over the image right here, so normal it's red, when I hover over the image, I want it to be a little bit, the opacity to change a little bit. And right now I'm not sure why it's not changing, so I will be right back. All right, I'm back, and the reason it wasn't changing is because I wasn't hovering over the image. So when I hover over this image, now it changes to have that hover effect. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to save the page. All right, and I'm going to see if I can right-click on this icon and copy it, and then come over to my next icon box and paste it. And then I'm also going to right-click and paste it here. And what's nice about this is we won't have to go in and make all of those changes on all three of the icons. They all are generally the same size, and we can just come in and change the actual image. So the middle image, we'll make that entrees. We'll insert, we'll change this. Oops, I wanted that to be this one, so I'll change this one to be entrees and change this title to entree. Notice the hover is still working, and the third one is going to be desserts. And we'll change that icon to the cake. And I'll click Insert Media, and then I'll update the page and preview it. Scrolling down, got our 3 menu items. So in our next video, we will continue developing this page. We'll add some content to the page, an image and an accordion, and then we'll, in future videos, add the actual menu for the restaurant. So I'll see you in the next video.